Nimdia News and Sempa Efi Sabe eti for Ibura and Semu na enchemo ewo yade ama eti for sedie esi etie.
Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund IMF ano Kristalina Georgieva wabagana na nusrawe na wabaya no wako Jubilee House na mampeni na nado danko Akufo-Addo kwachi tuman e won komobom na mampeni e ba mane se 2022 kita wonsa July bosome no America ya de to IMF kobo bosia MP so bosia entoso $3 billion no yankwa ankenye na nyamianim ni petiko sa $3 billion no a yako IMF wo say oh ya do amuka ya we but wo monsan fan ka ya ho esense ye wo project mpuntunuma bebre wo Ghana ade ye no scanner bank anya kra na scanner ba ye no e kan bi aboa pa magana esikasem economy no esi ne dadam enya na ye gina so ama eyi achia krochia mampeni na nado danko Akufo-Addo say IMF yanje mudeni mu ye buai waze said de pompo wenhia nkuta enke wantumi ampa say to no Ghana ke nsia IMF a ye enke zikasem atete apans ma yeyo don todie mu sa mwakuni edu sikasem wagefo sikasem wagenkwa sikasem gwanto ahene IMF mampeni na nado danko Akufo-Addo say wona Ghana for the womasia ensanda na ye no mampeni gina Ghana for ina na mu se IMF for bo say sikasem ntutu ya esefata be wie pe ya me sikasem agina ne naso na agina pem no ya be kwaso ade aye adwuma ye ma IMF wo mun sense from da.
It's obvious that the decision we made in July 2022 to come and seek your support for the difficult economic circumstances which we involved, as far as I'm concerned, is a decision that has already paid off. It's paid off in terms of clear turnaround that we're seeing in our economy, the very dire circumstances in which we were at the time we took that very difficult decision, and where we are today is a very clear testimony to the fact that our decision to seek your support is a decision that was correct, and we've had very positive benefits from it. Some you've already detailed: the stronger than predicted growth, the systematic decline in inflation in Ghana, and the declining of interest rates, the relatively stable exchange rate that we've had for our currency, which was deeply troubled at one stage. These are all important signals that our economy is stabilizing at a good place.
Mampeni na nado danko Akufo-Addo ene yetin kanana enwachire ena kwantrefo peni oda IMF ano Kristalina Georgieva so ede to mampeni na nado danko Akufo-Addo nenum se wontie nan to Ghana fo nyina se IMF wo mo gide pa wo Ghana sikasem ntotie mu se wo do mo ni hwemu no wo ma se Ghana sikasem ntotie no come back to me esanso base ni dadamu a wo mo awrehemu pa se ebe wie se de se na efata ano na wo ba mane se wo wie se de COVID-19 defo yi oba ye na afi Russia no Ukraine to kwen so wo mo de bo ani se kinkim ya pata wo mo a empata yi aka ho bi pa manyame anim ni wo wie se aman a bebre no a no musikasem eteso mame Kristalina Georgieva.
To great extent caused by the shock from COVID and then the sequence of shocks, the Russia war and the cost of living crisis. But also because, like many countries, Ghana did not appreciate the size of the shock. And in an election year, there was more done that fiscally the country was in a position to sustain. The main lesson from this experience is that you do the right thing now to build the strongest possible foundation for growth for Ghana. And that takes me to the world. We have seen the world economy being surprisingly resilient. Global growth this year is better than we anticipated a year ago, mostly due to a very strong US economy and fairly resilient economies across the board.
The Ayatine Kaya Quantra for Penia Oda International Monetary Fund IMF no. Kristalina Georgieva or den Nusrave Aba Omaimuna Ninsrave Muno. One Minister for Finance, Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam. Ebesia, our Artificial Intelligence AI Summit ase. Wamba bon komopa dia fotika 720 na nyama bakoso. Ansan won kone de meeting do obi na ya concern from one Executive Director of the Africa Center for Energy Policy, ESEP ano. Obama ne say Electricity Company of Ghana, any Northern Electricity Distribution Company NETCO. Dia wa mo yene nansen no. Emu bia emu mo ntena wan fa so bo nkobo bia. Wa mo so bo bia wa mo fo mbo mo. Ana say ya bekwa akoda sorry no. Wa mo ba ana hospitals 91 e de ka ya mo 72 hours. O ma metua ya kotwetwa wo mo nkaniem sana anu ya na mnase bedwefie parliament wo mo deploy akosi wo mo hina mahodin mu no mo atwom tan koye hyew dim mnase bedwefo ya mo twom no mu he no mu he mo dedem wo mo so ni so se wa as a water force ebi kura ka lift mu na anu na executive director of Africa Center for Energy Policy say Electricity Company of Ghana ni NETCO mwatina wa se dia ya agro mobra Muntu nai asa be ma yetwa ni kwaku don sro from muntu na mudna faako enkrofo de muka monkwa wo mo so nkoje matena wa mekana boabo ano aya bunch afi na ne ba betwa mo humam ye betwa mo humam enuma koni ankrankra ho de easy jika no emo mo mfa ho so bo mo obi ase ne ba betwa mo ni ade wo mo na aye Benjamin Boache awo executive director da ESEPA no akase wo Joy FM Wama me da no padwumedie news fast so ane wo kire se ye wo bana sa se aban adwumeko wo kwa akotwam a wo Electricity Company of Ghana won ya aban adwumeko esi dan na mu na mo ya aban adwumeko so wo kwa akotwa ba akodiem wo kotwam sen mo ni aban kasa na aban sin kunwa na kwanya obefa so etua no na tua na ya hwehwe ni mu dodo.
And that's why some of us have criticized what they are doing and, questioning it as just optics, going to government facilities to go and disconnect them when those are bills you can actually trace and you know. The government is not running away to anywhere. You can go to government and say, you owe me, negotiate and get government to pay you. You don't go threatening the one you know and the over 30% that you cannot account for. The technical and commercial losses of ECG is about 30%. What that simply means is that if you give them 2 billion worth of energy every month, they cannot account for almost 600 million. That goes to waste. And the government money you are chasing is not up to that money. Beyond that, also, government is paying every month 250 million for some of your suppliers in the space. So the hard work